The last time I talked to y'all, we was in Houston. Now I done made it to Wisconsin. I'm at my parents' house. I had to bring my sister all the way back here. So I'm out here for like a few days or whatever, spend some time with my family. Possibly go see a few friends if I have time. But yeah, I'm so excited. I miss my parents and my siblings. And I missed my AC. Hi, Pooh. Hi, AC Pooh. Hi, my boo. He love me. Come on. Hi, Pooh. I'm sorry, my hair all in your face. Y'all should have seen. I wish I would have recorded. Y'all should have seen how excited he was to see me. I'm his favorite TT. Ain't that right, Pooh? Come here. Come say hey. Come say hi. Say hi to the people, Pooh. This is AC. Him's a Yorkie mixed with a poodle. He's very much spoiled. He's very much stubborn and has an attitude. We just had to clean out his little playpen because he was upset that he was locked up. And he ripped his puppy pad up and had stuff everywhere. Ain't that right? Ain't that what you did? So now he trying to be my friend because he know he done messed up. But look at that face. Look at that cute little face. How can you be mad at it? I could touch your face. Don't do me like that. But I don't got too much planned out here. Just, spend time with my parents. Spend time with my sisters. Hopefully I could go see my friend. She's actually in Milwaukee right now. And she says she'll be back tonight. So hopefully she get back at a reasonable time so I can go see her because I missed her. And she pregnant. I want to rub on her belly. Ouch. Stop biting my toes. I do have to leave tomorrow because my man has to work. He has to DJ. I got a few makeup clients. So we got to get back to the city. Get back to work. Get that money. So we kind of just chilling. My mini vacay after my vacay. But I guess I could tell y'all a little bit about my Houston trip. It was fun. I had fun, I'm not gonna lie. It was a few little complications with the Airbnb. Like when we first got there, the heat was not on, which is understandable because I'm sorry if I'm looking down Ace right here and he be doing stuff. But when we first got there, the Airbnb was cold, like freezing. Mind you, we went down there during, I guess, the cold front that is going on right now down south and everywhere else. So we went down there during the cold front. So I kind of gave them a pass for it being so cold because I'm like, okay, this Texas, they're not used to, it being cold. So if the air was on, obviously it's because they're expecting it to be hot. So I didn't make a big fuss about that. But then, let me tell you, we go upstairs. Well, I didn't go upstairs. My cousin, Anika, she go upstairs to go use the bathroom or whatever. And she just get the screaming like, what the? What is all of this? Ace! Over here. I don't like him to sniff out of garbage because people drop stuff. He have been ate stuff. And it's going to hurt his little tummy. But yeah, so but she get up, she like, what is this and this and that. So we go up there, we look, why the toilet is like clogged with like tissue, urine, and feces. Like it was ridiculous. Like it was just too much. It was cold. Like we fresh off the plane. Like we want to take a shower, like freshen up because we had reservations for turkey leg cut at like 7:30, I believe. And bro, we landed. All of us basically got there around like 2, 3. And then we checked in, so we had more than enough time to get to our Airbnb, shower, and then head out and explore, Houston. So the toilet was a mess. It was freezing. So I'm like, I get sick very, very easily. So I'm like, I'm not gonna hop in a hot shower and then get out into the cold. Like, so they need to come and fix this ASAP. So yeah, they finally sent a maintenance man out. Besides like the Airbnb giving us complications or whatever, I had fun. Like, it was really a nice time. Like, I wish it would have been warmer. Like, it was nice. We plan to go back in May for my sister's birthday. So it's a good time. And then I do have a coworker I used to work with that lives out there. So hopefully next time I go, I can link up with her. And yeah. But then we got back, came here. Let me tell y'all, I got a story for y'all. Matter of fact, we gonna go sit down because I'm tired of standing up and I need to put him somewhere where I can keep my eye on him. Ain't that right? I'm keeping my eye on you. Like a kid, when he get too quiet, you don't hear him playing some toys, you don't hear his little paws walking around, he doing something he ain't gonna be. When we flew into Chicago, my boyfriend came and picked us up. We came straight out here. And you know, we just driving, cruising, talking, chilling, listening to music, you know, just on our way, just driving. So, next thing you know, I'm just, you know, on my phone, scrolling, on TikTok, on Instagram, none of my business. Next thing you know, flashing lights. What's going on? I look at my sister because she the one driving. Was you speeding? She like, no, I'm not speeding. I'm like, what they pulling us over for? I don't know. So she pull over. So we pull over. The police come to the car. He like, do you know why I pull you over? She like, no. He was like, your tabs are expired and they're suspended because of an unpaid ticket, which is my fault because it's my vehicle. And that was one of the things on my list to handle while I'm here in Wisconsin, was to get my sticker. And honestly, I did have a parking ticket that I forgot all about, and I gotta handle that. Because out here in Wisconsin, like, you know, they don't let you get your new sticker until, like, all your tickets are paid off. Ace! Hold on. I think he just took somebody's shoe. What are you doing? What are you doing? I'm sorry, y'all. Ace is being real busy. But, yeah, so, after he, you know, explained everything to my sister why he pulled her over, he like, so, you know, license, registration, insurance, all that other stuff like that. So she gave him all the stuff that he needs, so he walk off and go to the car. He had the car for like a good 5 minutes. Yeah, like a good 5 minutes. To me, that's a very, very long time for an officer to be at that car, especially when you got the credentials that you're supposed to have your vehicle and to be driving. And the only issue was that it was some suspended tabs. So I'm thinking, okay, go to the car, write the ticket, bring it back, boom, gone. But he was at the car a little too long, so I knew something wasn't up, something wasn't right. So he, I'm sorry. So he go to the car, we'll come back to the car, or whatever, and then he tell my sister, like, can you step out the vehicle? My heart instantly started racing because why does she need to get out of the vehicle and what's going on? So my heart started racing, so I'm just looking like, what's going on? So when she got out the car, he talking to her, like, I hear because the door opened and everything, so he's like, do you want to tell me how much weed is in the car? Oh, my sister, like, what? Ain't no weed in the car. And then that's when he was like, well, I smell marijuana coming from the vehicle. And she was like, well, ain't no weed in the car. And then that's when, you know, he tells her to step to the side. He put the handcuffs on her. He called the lady officer. At this point, the lady officer had came, so she's searching her or whatever. So after he, you know, talking to my sister, handling everything with my sister, then he come to the car, and he don't even know how to unlock the doors. How do you unlock the door? Can you unlock the door? So my boyfriend unlocked the door because he was in the back seat. So he unlocked the door. They take him out the car. They put him in handcuffs. They search him. Then he come back. He talking to me through the driver's side. I'm in the passenger side, so he talking to me through the driver's side. He like, so were you guys smoking in here? I said, no, we was not smoking in here. He was like, well, I smell marijuana coming from the vehicle. Where are you guys coming from? I said, we're coming from Chicago because we just came from Houston and we just came from the airport and we're on our way to Green Bay. So he was like, okay, well, I'm looking this way, talking to him, like, and then he was like, okay, well, my partner there is a whole nother police at this side of the window. Where dude come from? So he, yeah, my partner there, he's gonna help you get out of the vehicle. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I get out the car. Mind you, I'm sitting there with my vlogging camera in my lap. I got my pillow on my neck, like it's bags in the back seat. Like it's clear that we're traveling, that either we're going somewhere or we're coming from somewhere. Regardless, we're traveling. So he taking me out the car. It's the lady that searched my sister. She's standing right there, and she like, okay, can put your hands on the car, turn around, and put your hands behind your back, put the handcuffs on me. They like searching me. The lady over searching me, like she like grabbing my bra, like she's shaking it so hard, like I'm jerking like this, and I'm like, if it was something in there, it would have been failed by now. Like you don't have to over shake me like this. Like I didn't say it, I thought it. Kept my thoughts to myself because I know how these police work. So I'm just sitting there. She like over shaking me. There's nothing in my bra. So now she searched me a second time. Like she searched me once, like, pat down, go through my waistbands, like, then she overshook my bra. Nothing came out my bra because I guess they assumed we had something, so nothing came out my bra. And then she searched me again, pat my legs down again. She like rubbing on my legs again. She like digging in my shoes, like digging in my socks. I'm looking at her at this point like, if you just wanted the free feel, you could have said that. Like, what are you doing? Like, see, lift your arms up, because, like, my hand was in handcuffs. So she, like, lift my arms up so she could dig in my waistband again. So I'm like, you over searching, like, okay, whatever. So I had my purse, I had my crossbody purse on, and I had my coat on over my purse. Or whatever. So she was like, she asked the officer that put me in the handcuffs, she was like, how can we get this purse off of her? And he was like, she's already in handcuffs or whatever. Ace! No. She was like, she already in handcuffs or whatever, so just leave the purse on her, just check it. So she checking the purse, she didn't see anything in there that's gonna possibly harm me, or you're not supposed to have in a cop car, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, no, there's nothing in there. You're gonna look anyway. So she searches through the purse. So then the other officer that pulled us over, he was like, are you the owner of the vehicle? I was like, yes. And then he was like, do you have your ID? Then he was like, I'm pretty sure it's in your purse, right? And then just went in my purse and took my ID out of my purse. And I'm like, what did you ask me for if I had my ID, if you were gonna just go in the purse and take it anyway? So anyway, so they take me to they put me in a police car. They had 3 police cars because they had my boyfriend in one, then they had my sister in the second one, they put me in the last one, and then my car was the first car. So I'm sitting in the car, but I could still like kind of see a little bit on the side, like what they doing. So I see them like going through the car, like really rambling and searching through the car or whatever. And then he like went in the trunk, opened our suitcase, going through our suitcase. I see them take my suitcase out, sitting on the side of the road, unzipping everything, going through it. So the police officer that took me out of the car, he came and sat back in the car that I was in, and he was like, are you warm enough? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. So he was like, so he's sitting there, he like typing on his computer. I could read what they be doing on computers, but that's neither here nor there. That's another story. But he over there typing on the computer, whatever. So then, I was like, excuse me, do you mind explaining to me what's going on? Then he was like, oh, my partner pulled you over because of the expired the expired tabs and suspended tabs, whatever the case may be. He was like, so when he pulled you over, he smelled marijuana coming from the car, and in the state of Wisconsin, that gives the police officer probable cause to search the vehicle. I looked at him like, correct. I'm aware of that. I know that. He was like, so that's where we're at. And what? Because I just sat here and watched you search the car, so whatever you thought you smelled, did you find it? Like, I didn't say that, but I was just thinking that. I was like, okay, so what's the next step now that we're all in the cop cars, basically? And he was just like, if we find anything, it kind of depends on who's gonna confess up to it and who's gonna say that it's theirs if we find anything. And I'm like, okay, continue. And then that's when he was like, so if it's someone that has previous drug charges, at this point it's a felony and they're gonna go to jail. If we do find something and nobody has like previous drug charges or nothing like that or nothing crazy on their background, it's gonna be a ticket and you gotta pay the ticket. So I'm like, okay, cool. So at that point I kind of just sat there. I was just like, whatever. I'm just waiting for everything to be done because I know I have nothing on my background. I know my sister don't, and I know my boyfriend don't, so I was not worried about that. I just was ready to go because I just was on this whole trip. Like, I just got off a flight. Like, I'm just ready to go and make it to my parents' house and lay down and just go to sleep. So, we, after he said that or whatever, I was like, oh, okay, cool. So then he asked me about my sister. He was like, is that your sister? I'm like, yeah, that's my sister. He was like, oh, okay. And then he sent that I can't talk. He's sitting there typing her name in the computer. He's searching her name up. I see him like looking at her, like her little stuff or whatever. Like she had like parking tickets, or, like, you know, little petty stuff like that. Like it wasn't nothing too major. So he like looking at that. Then I see him type my name in. He looking at my stuff. So after that, he just sitting there, and then that's when he get out the car. He go talk to the original police officer that pulled us over or whatever. And then I see the lady get out of her car and she take my sister out and like take the handcuffs off her. And then he come back to his car and take me out, take the handcuffs off me. Then he tell both of us like, okay, go back to the car, just sit there away from my partner to come back and talk to y'all or whatever. So I'm like, okay, cool. So we sitting in the car for like a good 30 seconds and my boyfriend's still not at the car. So I'm like, what's going on? Like, why they taking so long to bring him back? So then they finally bring him back to the car, and then he come back to the car, he get in the car, and then that's when the police officer come up and he tell us, he was like, okay, well, you're gonna get a ticket for the expired tabs, the suspended tabs, whatever the case may be. He was like, and this is the court day. Either you show up in court or you pay the ticket, this and that, and he let us go. Like, bro, how stupid do you feel that you went and did all of that? Like, but hey, it is what it is. In the state of Wisconsin, if you, then you know how they treat us. So it's not acceptable, but it's like you get so used to it that it's just like, I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm not gonna fuss with you. I'm just gonna let you do what you think that. I'm just let you sit here and do whatever it is that you're doing. Find whatever you think that you're gonna find, and then look stupid in the end when you don't find it. So I'll sit here. I'll wait. But like, they don't know. Like, we not them type of people. Like, you could have simply just said, okay, I think I smell marijuana. Can y'all step out of the car while we search it, this and this and that. Y'all try. It's like how they did it just rubbed me the wrong way. Like, you're not being detained. No, you're not being arrested. You're just being detained. And it's like, okay, whatever. Like, what am I even being detained for? For a smell? Like, I guess it is what it is. But yeah, so now we here, and I'm gonna go check on AC. He's a little quiet. I hear his little paw prints. Here we go, right here. But yeah, that's exactly why I left Wisconsin. Like, because I just Like they assume the worst about us. Like they assume the worst. Like they think all of us are the same. They think all of us are up to nothing but BS. And then I'm pretty sure he seemed like one of them like rookie type of cops that was just so thirsty. Like, yes, I'm gonna get a big bus today. Like, no. Try again. No, not these folks. Try again. Like, and then the fact that we coming from Chicago and we going to Green Bay and then we got all these bags in the car. I'm pretty sure how it may have looked, but if we was some other people and they said they was coming from Chicago because they just got off a flight from Houston and going to Green Bay or going to wherever they're going and had bags and stuff in the car, you wouldn't have thought twice about it. You would have took their word for it. But that's the world we live in today, unfortunately. And you just gotta learn how to pick and choose your battles. And that was just one of the battles I wasn't ready to fight, but I was just like, it is what it is. Just search, just do what you gotta do. Let us go. Like, I'm tired. I'm just ready to get to my mama, my daddy house and lay down. I'm ready to see my sisters. I'm ready to see my ace. Like, I'm over this. So, you made it here safe and sound. And yeah, so that's all I really had. That was my little mini story time or whatever. I hate when he get quiet like that. Let's see what he doing. I'm telling you, he be knowing what he be doing. Ace, what you doing? Huh, Ace Boogie? What you doing? It's a pair of shoes right there. And it's a pair of shoes here. And he plotting on both of them. I know he is. That's why he keep running to make sure I'm not seeing what he doing. But here's Ace little playpen. He had a little pad like right here that he tore up and ripped up because he was upset that he was in there. He don't like to be in there, especially when other people are walking and roaming the house. He feel like, why should he be locked up? Right, Ace? Right, Pooh? Right, Pooh? But yeah, so that's pretty much what's going on. Quick little update since Houston. And my shadow behind me. So I'll get back to y'all in a minute. I'm actually kind of tired. I'm gonna go upstairs, take a little nappy nap, and I'll get back at y'all.